Hey, this is Todd. Welcome to the Lyceum Weekly Update number 19 for the week of April 21st, 2014. If you hear little patterings of feet running around, that's because Phoenix is inside and being a little terror. So this is the second time that I'm recording this update. I tried it the other night with a couple of friends, that Roxy girl, who's cool, and Will Maisie, who's also cool, and in a cool band. He's a teen pop sensation. But it didn't go very well. We were kind of drunk. Thought it was a good idea to do a drunken update. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea at all. After about over an hour of recording, we finally actually got through this update of all the information I'm giving you now. I'm going to cut that into something because it was still pretty entertaining. But to give you an idea, here's a few seconds of it.
Drunk.
It's been 8.5 minutes. And there's been no intro. Roxy has a drinking game.
Every time Todd slurs something or fucks up because he's drunk, take a drink.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live!
The Lyceum.
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 Joke.
I'm Todd. Wank.
No! Yeah, and I think that was only in like the first 20 minutes of the video, all that stuff, so it's not surprising that we didn't get through it. If you think the song that we got used is kind of cool, because I like that song, go check out Smotherbox, because they're the song that I use, they're cool. I'll link them down there so you can check them out. And the Lyceum is supporting another gig, which is Dark Sun Entertainment's second gig, putting on a bunch of rock and metal acts at the Valve Bar. That's happening May 9th. I'll give more information as it leads up to it. Until then, you can click the little thing down there and join yourself to the event. And now I'll get straight into it with launches starting on Thursday the 24th. There's a free punk... No, it's not punk. That's the second time I fucked myself over with this. There's a free indie pop rock single launch that's happening at the Captain Cook Hotel in Paddington with The Maze. As well as a free pop rock LP launch happening at the Lansdowne in Chippendale with the Metal Babies. Don't be distracted by the name, they're not really metal, only their babies are. Then on Friday the 25th, there's going to be a free EP launch. It's at 1 AM at the Brighton Up Bar in Darlinghurst with Twin Towns. I'll tell you what their genre is, but I cannot find them for the life of me. So if you can find them anywhere on the internet, well done. You win +1 internet. And also a singer-songwriter album launch happening at the Camelot Lounge in Marrickville in the Django Bar, which is upstairs thing, for $18 with Laura and Susie. And an alternative pop rock single launch happening at the Oxford Art Factory. It's only $2 with the Dead-Eyed Suburbanites. And a pop-punk rock 7-inch launch at the Petersham Bowling Club in Petersham for $10 with King Tears Mortuary. I hear they have a hell of a 7-inch. Then on Saturday, there's going to be alternative pop rock single launch at 107 projects in Redfern for $10 with Fables. And a free singer-songwriter with soul having a single launch at the Beach Road Hotel in Bondi. That's with Ben Goldstein. And a metal EP launch is happening at the Collector Hotel in Parramatta. That's $18 with Foundry Road. Still on launches with Saturday, because there's a hell of a lot of them, a ska rock punk EP launch at the Exchange Hotel in Darlinghurst, also known as the Spectrum Bar. It's free with General Pants and the Privates. And a jazz rock album launch at the Foundry 616 in Ultimo. It's $22 with Felucia, or Feluca, or Felucca. I'm not sure. Felucca. Pronounce that how you would. Then there is a pop jazz rock album launch for $10 at the King's Cross Hotel in King's Cross, also known as FBI Social, and that is with Ben Hauptmann. That sounds like a hero name. Damn you, Ben Hauptmann! Wait, is it Hawkman or Birdman? Birdman. Birdman! Hauptmann! And the last launch for the week is happening on Saturday. Pop punk LP launch at the Red Rattler Theatre in Sydney is $10 with None. Not none as in nothing, none as in the kind of people. Now on to special gigs starting on Thursday the 24th. Cadence Commotions are putting on another counterfeit gig. If you haven't been to them before, they always have theme nights with a massive amount of bands all doing different interpretations. This gig is going to be a Nirvana tribute, and it's free. Going to be happening at the Imperial Hotel in Erskineville, with a total of like 12 bands, all playing different interpretations of Nirvana's music. Also on Thursday is a DIY hard punk festival. It's going to go across 3 days, happening at random sort of warehouse gigs all around Sydney. The first one's going to be an outdoor gig on Sydney Steel Road in Marrickville. Across the 3 days at the festival, there's also going to be workshop things happening, as well as a bunch of cover band stuff's playing, but it's mostly original bands. Then on Friday the 25th, the second day of the Hard Punk Festival, this one will be at the Bird Rib Warehouse in Marrickville. And then on Saturday, there's going to be an alternative and progressive rock and punk fundraiser for Beyond Blue Foundation that raises money to help people with depression. There'll be $20 at the Factory Theatre in Marrickville. Then on Sunday the 27th, Rice's Nice Records are celebrating 5 years. You might recognise the name because last week we did a news thing where they got a bunch of grant money because they've been doing such a good job. It's not bad being around for like 5 years and then getting given thousands and thousands of dollars to continue your work. So they'll be celebrating with rock, hip-hop, pop acts. It's only going to be $10 at the Imperial Hotel in Erskineville. And then the last special gig happening on Sunday is the third day of the DIY Hard Punk Festival. This one will be at the Turtlehead Warehouse in Dulwich Hill. Now to news. The Sydney label No Good have announced a small festival. They've been testing the waters with some small gigs, I guess just seeing how well it will be received by the general public. It's going to be a quarterly festival, each I guess themed to a certain season, since the first one will be called No Good Winter. It will be happening at the Petersham Bowling Club in Petersham on June 8th. If you want a full list of bands, because there's a ton of them playing, just click the little thing down there and you can check them all out, and they're also linked so you can listen to them and see if you like them and go support. They have a nice mix of bigger bands that are popular as well as a whole heap of smaller bands that I guess the whole idea of it is to push them into the limelight and get them a bit more noticed by people. One such band I would like to point out, just because of the name, that you can hear if you go to this gig, are Reckless Vagina. Can't trust that vagina, man, they're reckless. He's a maverick. And finally, band of the week this week are The Prospects. They're like a ska, funk, rock, jazzy, soul kind of band. They're really cool. I like the way they mix things together, the way they write their music. Sounds pretty cool. They have 2 gigs happening this week. First one is on Friday. It's happening at the Town Hall Hotel in Newtown, also known as the Townie. And it's also on Saturday, happening at the Exchange Hotel in Darlinghurst in the Spectrum Bar. If you want to hear a clip of their stuff, just hang till the end of the video and there'll be a thing of theirs played. So if you like it, you can click their thing down there, give them a like, give them a listen. That's all for today, and tomorrow Phoenix just ran the fuck out of here. Any of the bands, all the events that we talked about are all linked in the thing below, so you can check all of them out, see what they sound like, see what the events are. If you want to keep up to date with the news updates and the launch updates, just follow us on things like Facebook or Twitter or Tumblr, all that kind of stuff. All the bands that I've announced having launches for this week, I am compiling a song from each of those bands and putting it into a playlist. So if you want to know what they sound like or just want a playlist of a bunch of different bands to listen through, you can go to mixcloud.com/the Lyceum. I'll also be embedding it on the website and you can get to it through Facebook as well. And that should be out today. At the same time, the gig guide should be up on the website, so you can go check that out and plan out your week for all the gigs you want to check out. And I'll be back next Monday with all the different things and another playlist and all sorts of goodies that I get to inform you of because I find them and I give them to you. Until then, be good.
Oh, baby, I know that you feel me sometimes. I wanna lay it on you. There's a fear deep inside, takes a hold of